All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. I'm Wayne. I'm an alcoholic of 23 years who's been living sober for 6 years. Today we're doing another Alcoholics Anonymous Daily Reflections, but don't let that turn you off, because just having a moment of clarity and being able to see things in perspective will be able to be a big part of your life. Today's daily reflection from March 10th is, today it's my choice. Let's go. We invariably find that at some time in the past, we have made decisions based on self, which later placed us in a position to be hurt. With the realization and acceptance that I had played a part in the way that my life had turned out, came a dramatic change in my outlook. It was at this point that the AA program began to work for me. In the past, I had always blamed others, either God or other people, for my circumstances. I never felt that I had a choice in altering my life. My decisions had been based on fear, pride, or ego. As a result, those decisions led me down a path of self-destruction. Today, I try to allow God, or whatever higher powers in your life, people, to guide me on the road to sanity. I am responsible for my action or inaction, whatever the consequences may be. Now, that's a tough pill to swallow for some of you guys, and my little bookmarker is a $2,000 bind that is used to bundle money. You know, I wouldn't even have this right now, because my decisions in the past, I really blamed everything on anybody or anything else. My wife was always down my throat. Why? Because the bank account was always empty. And I would blame her for it, knowing that I took every single penny out of it anyway. But I would blame her for it because it was much easier to say that because she nags me, I'm going to take the money out to show her. And because she nags me, I'm going to go get drunk. Or my boss is telling me that I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that, I got to do that. But what about the 5 other people in the room? It's his fault that I'm going to be drunk tonight. It's their fault that I've already crashed 2 cars and got 1 repossessed. It's everybody else's fault but my own. So I had no choice in the matter, because everything around me was altering all the circumstances in my life, and I had zero control of it, right? Well, from today's daily reflection, that's obviously not true. And when you develop in recovery, or you come off of a substance such as alcohol or drugs, or you stop gambling, or you stop your porn addiction, you now have a choice, and you have to be accountable to the consequences. Now, how does that come into play? Let's think about it real quick. Take a look back here. Today, it's my choice, right? I highlighted that for a reason. In the past, I had always blamed others, either God or other people, for my circumstances. You know what? I used to blame God for everything, because I would say there can't be a God, otherwise I wouldn't be in this position, and I wouldn't have this illness, and I wouldn't want to get drunk all the time. So it's God's fault if there is one, because damn it, I know that if I was in charge, my life would be different. Think about that. Think about the last time you blamed someone else for something you had total control over. You just didn't want to accept the responsibility. I used to tell my soldiers, and this might throw you off, I used to tell my soldiers, you have to be accountable for what you do and what you don't do. And daggone it, it's written right in this little book, the same exact words. Why? Because we have to own our choices. We have to own the things that we decide to do and choose to do in our lives, and what results of it. Not allowing someone else to take the fall for it, and not allowing something to be the reason why you made a choice for you. Make sense? If it does, put your comment below so someone can get some of that. All right. So last highlight, and that's right back here as well. I am responsible for my action or inaction, whatever the consequence may be. Boom! It's right here in the Daily Reflections, people. And I just talked about that. Now, I appreciate all the feedback on this channel, and I love each and every one of you. Even when you're mad at me, I don't mind. Why? Because I'm responsible for me. I'm responsible for how I choose to feel about it, and I'm responsible for what I do with those feelings. I love you guys. Life is a garden. Think about this. And please, have a good day. Love you. Bye-bye.